Hey folks, I'm Red and this is my King Arthur channel. This is the free-to-play series and we are on day number 8. So we've got our kind of reset token here. This is very useful if we ever want to reset a hero. Just keep in mind it doesn't take care of like awakenings and chivalry. It doesn't reset those. So you will have to be careful, how you upgrade your heroes. I got a dupe of Morgan yesterday and I used it on this, and it's been helpful, but I realized that probably I should have waited because I could have turned in that that shard and I could have gotten a lot of currency from that and possibly picked up a legendary in this weekly sale that I don't have. So the thing about these stones is that if you purchase a legendary hero stone for someone or memory stone for someone that you don't have, you automatically get that legendary character. So something to keep in mind, if you get a dupe, just be careful how you use it. It may be worthwhile, but maybe not. I do have 10 of these special summons, so I thought I'd just go ahead and pull those. And I've been waiting until I got 10 of these relics, frost relics, because I want to get Djerit's frost relic, which I don't yet have, and that's pretty key for pushing in Gorgos. So let me just go ahead and do these, and then I'll talk a little bit more about some other stuff. So the nice thing about doing 10 here is that this pity kind of never disappears. If I use the rate up banner, if I go on the rate up banner, this pity will disappear after the banner ends. So something to keep in mind. So let's go ahead and do this. Okay, no legendary. Unfortunate. At least I get a rare. Not too bad. Let's see who I get. Okay, Sarah. Solid. And KALR. Okay. These are both pretty good heroes. They're very useful in various places. And then the rest are meh. I got a new one though, so I get 30 crystals for that. And oh yeah, I wanted to do the frost relic. So let's see if I can get Djerit's. Okay, got a rare, but Djerit's an uncommon, so I might have a chance at getting his relic here. Okay, Beborn, Welsh Soldier, Mal, Finn, Gwyn, Anguish. Okay, that's nice. I can upgrade that. Argus, Jack, Sarah, and I think that's it. Okay, so I didn't get Djerit's. That's unfortunate. But I could probably use Sarah in that dungeon as well. Maybe her combined with Isolde would be good for Gorgos. I'll have to play around with that. Yeah, so I thought I'd maybe just talk today about how to gear heroes. And this is something you need to keep in mind as you are working on stuff. Set bonuses can be quite useful in the beginning. So an attack bonus, basically 30% attack, you need 4 pieces. And the kinds of things you're looking for are mainly for your damage dealers, you just mainly want attack. Early on, you want some attack speed so that they can go ahead of everyone. And then you need some crit rate on there too. But I've found that maybe 20%, 30% crit rate is usually okay. And then you also need for debuffers like Morgan, like Merlin, you need a bit of this effect accuracy as well. And effect resistance is nice as you're getting higher in levels to, or in the content that you're pushing, to avoid getting debuffed yourself. So people like Merlin, like Morgan, they need a lot of different stats to make it really work. You can see Merlin's crit rate is relatively low here, but he still does a lot of crits. So that's something to keep in mind. You don't need as much crit rate as you might think in order to do good damage. The other thing is, if you have someone like Kay, she's got some really cool skills. So she's my biggest damage dealer right now, so 1681 attack, as opposed to like 1239 on Merlin, 1791 on Morgan. And she does more damage than Morgan does, and she's in this crit rate plus attack build. And the reason she does more damage is because of her skills. So if we look at her relic here, she's got this second skill here. Takes 2 vigor, attacks one enemy 4 times, total damage 128% attack. But then the last hit grants critical strike rate increase 2 for 2 turns, and critical strike damage increase 1 for 2 turns. Okay, so she's giving herself this buff. And critical strike rate increase 2 is, I think, like 30-40% critical strike. So if she's going fast enough, you can get 2 of those on, and you basically got between 60 and 80% critical rate, which means that your damage is going to skyrocket. And that's why she's really quite incredible. And if we look at her chivalry, once you hit level 8, she gets something called Golden Boar's Resolve, okay, when she evades. So you build her with a little bit of evasion. When she does that, then she gets these Golden Boar's Resolve. When she has 3 of them and she's attacking, she then basically gets an extra attack. So that can be incredible. I just faced someone in Arena that had this skill, had upgraded her chivalry to 8, and it was quite hard to get past. So this is why someone like Kay is really, really good. So, but in terms of equipment, keep an eye on the set bonuses. Once you hit 4-star gear, on the right side you can get percentage rolls on your gear, which is huge. So K, 18.27% attack is really good, and then build her with kind of enough critical rate so that she's doing a lot of crits when she's doing that second skill. She doesn't need effect accuracy, but you really kind of have to know what hero you're working with. So someone like Tristan, for example, I want him pretty speedy so he can get his attacks out, because on his A1, he's got this, let's see, on the relic here, he's got attack speed decrease 2, okay, for 2 turns, which is huge for any of the higher levels of like Boar or the relic dungeon, that where you basically need to keep the boss from going before you. So that can be quite important. And I should get his effect accuracy a little bit higher, because he needs to be able to land those debuffs. So the higher content you get, the more resistance the boss has, and you need more effect accuracy. So someone like this guy, Anguish, he's going to need some good effect accuracy. So I've got this steed belt that has some effect accuracy. It's not a great belt, but basically it gives me something. So he's got some of the highest effect accuracy on my heroes at 50%. And I did just upgrade, I think I got a couple copies of him. So I upgraded him, to level 2, which increases his effect accuracy as well. That'll make it a lot easier. So yeah, so those are just some things to keep in mind. Look out for the the set bonuses, especially early on, but also just try and get enough stats to beat whatever content. Your heroes are going to need some HP, probably around 10k for a lot of content, but in some content you're going to need like 14, 15k to help them survive. And of course, all of the healers are healing based on HP typically, so you're going to need to build them with a lot of HP. So life sets are really good for that. If you can't get the stats from elsewhere, otherwise, you can use healing sets. That can be quite good as well. So yeah, just a few thoughts of what to keep in mind when you're gearing your heroes as you're trying to progress, and just making incremental changes as you need to. So I think that's it for the video. Thank you very much for watching. Do like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.